Hey guys, it is Friday here in West Virginia, and I know yesterday in the video I said we were going to crack open a couple Chevy police cars. Well, I was wrong about that because I got in one of my orders yesterday afternoon of one of my, well, not one of, but my favorite truck out of any trucks ever made. These are my favorite. If I could only own one truck, it would be one of these, and I'll show you in just a second what they are. It is this guy here. The 72 Chevy Cheyenne C10. Doesn't necessarily have to be the 72. It could be anywhere from 67 to 72. That is my favorite style Chevy truck. My favorite truck out of any truck. Mopar, Chevy, Ford, whatever. These are my favorite trucks. I absolutely love these guys. The short box fleet side is what I would prefer. And this setup they got going on this one looks beautiful with the large diameter American Racing or Krager style 5 spokes. Kind of gives it that retro look, and the two-tone paint job is beautiful. The red with the charcoal gray. And we got both of them. These just came out probably last week. They were finally released. These are hobby exclusives from Greenlight. This is their new casting, well, newer casting. It's not a brand new casting, but it is newer. They've only released a couple of these style pickups at the short wheelbase. Their first release of this truck was long wheelbase. That was one of their first castings ever, was the long wheelbase 67 to 72 style Chevy and GMC trucks. And then finally they did a short wheelbase. I don't know why some of these manufacturers do that. They start with the long wheelbase pickup, which is okay, but most people prefer the short wheelbase for customization purposes or for like hot rod purposes. Now for work and such, the 8-foot bed is much more convenient. And also if you're talking about a dually, yeah, they look much better with the 8-foot bed and stuff because of the big fender flares for the dual rear tires and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I love these trucks. This is in the new style Greenlight package, which has the contour curve to the top part near the J hook, and it has this like quarter circle dome. And once you get it open, it is actually a like plastic, PVC plastic, just like the case or the package display case. I just cut these. I've never had these out of the package yet. I just cut them before the video to make it a little easier to get them out, because of the fact that, well, I didn't want to have to cut them open on camera because one, I don't have enough room, and another, sometimes they're hard to cut through and get out. So as you can see, this is what comes out, just like the Challenger we unboxed not too long ago. I think it's been probably 2 months ago, and they are fastened down with a little screw. You just turn it halfway and it locks the car. Now these, they don't turn like you would think they should. They kind of just pull off. You pull one side over and then it pulls right off, and then this you can turn halfway and it unlocks like a little skeleton key. So here we have it, the 1972 Chevy Cheyenne from Greenlight and short wheelbase, and that thing looks awesome. Yeah, I'm happy with these. They roll nice. The axles are nice, and I'm not sure if this one's going to have an opening hood or not. I don't think so. A lot of the newer stuff Greenlight has is not opening parts, which is fine with me because it keeps the body lines consistent and beautiful, as you can see, and everything lines up nice. And this does is a customized cowl hood. It's a little narrow in my opinion. It should have been just a hair bit wider, but it's okay. Grill detail looks really good, and detail with the headlights, the bow tie in the grill, marker lights in the bumper. And the undercarriage detail isn't too bad either. It's not too primitive. And you have a lot of room in here. If you wanted to put some like Pro Street wheels and tires on it, you could. And then if you wanted to lower the stance of it, I'm sure that it's possible with some grinding and drilling, but I'm not going to bother with it. I love the way the truck sets. I like the stance. Everything about this thing looks fantastic. And even this color combo, the charcoal gray and the red with, I don't know, it's red, but in some light it looks like it has a pink hue to it in a way. But I don't know, maybe it's the metallic giving it that look. But yeah, this is a really cool looking truck. Now we have the counterpart to it. They released this one alongside of it. Alright, I had to go make my dog shut the hell up. He starts doing this crazy barking, howling thing, and he doesn't stop. So anyways, back to the pickup trucks. Now here's the counterpart in black with a, I don't know, kind of a maroon burgundy looking rocker panel area. It's a different style two-tone paint job. I think I like the other one better. That style paint with the insert in the middle and then the matching roof. I know there's all kinds of different ways you could do two-tone paint jobs on trucks. As we've seen with the dually we unboxed the other day, the roof and the hood were blue and the insert was blue, and then the other part of the truck was white. So anyways, let's get him out of the package and take a look at him. And really, there's no write-up on these guys. I think it's going to be wood grain on the bottom, maybe. Looking at the background here. Well, no, actually, the other package, I just checked it. It was wood grain, too. So that doesn't mean nothing. So anyways, once again, I cut it, and it is kind of crude. But I had to get them open and such. And once again, I've never had this guy out. Same thing as the other one. And once again, we'll try to, yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, got it out. There we go. All right. So once again, it's in this quarter circle. I guess I'd call it that. Dome display case, and it's supposed to say GL is what it is symbolizing, which is kind of cool. I like the presentation now of the vehicles, because if you want to take them out of the package, you can, and they're still going to be encased, but they're not stackable containers like M2's. I like M2's window box display case things. Those are nice. The little cube display cases and the long display cases for the auto haulers, because they're stackable. Even if you take them out of the boxes, they're stackable. I do like that packaging style. So here is your black with the, let's see, yeah, it's like some kind of maroon, burgundy, and silver striping on the bottom there. It looks pretty good, and the rest is black with a black interior. Alright, we'll get him off of the card, and once again, nice detail on the undercarriage, same undercarriage, and such. And there we go. I think it looks a little bit like out of whack a little with the bed. That's the bad thing about pickups, is the fact that the bed is separate from the body, so depending on how well they have quality control, that this thing may be a little bit warped. So that's the bad thing. That's the one thing I love about the M2 stuff. Even though their quality control is sometimes shit, you can take them apart and realign the beds and straighten the axles if need be, and things like that. I think I had a little tiny chip there on mine. I can touch it up with a little Sharpie, fine point. But other than that, it's a really nice looking truck. I really like these guys here. Yeah, I'm not straying off, and I'm not going to really start collecting these too much, but if Greenlight releases more of the 67 to 72 style short wheelbase with this style paint job or stock this style paint jobs that have wheel and tire combos that would have been stock, I may pick up. They have a Holly edition that is in I know it's kind of like a turquoise teal color, like that truck there. And it has Holly, I think, on the door. That I think I can remove with the nail polish remover and just have the straight paint. That would be another cool one to pick up. So yeah, these are nice and they're affordable. They were like $10 each. Which is fine. It's better than paying like $35 or $40 for the RLC Hot Wheels one, which the RLC Hot Wheels one is cool because it has the adjustable suspension, but I think this one has a little bit better details when it comes to front, back, and just overall trim detail and stuff like that. But that's my opinion. So guys, I hope you enjoyed our Free It Friday. I'm not sure if we're going to be back over the weekend with anything. We may decide to go ahead and crack open those Chevy police cars for you over the weekend. We'll see how things go. But if not, we'll be back on Monday for our Mopar Monday. So be sure to turn on your notification bell so you know when we drop a new video, and give us a thumbs up to help us move up in the algorithm so more people can find us and our channel will grow. Thanks for watching, guys.